My name is Destiny Bethune. I am 26 years old. I have two children. We have businesses that surround wellness and health. I teach swimming lessons. I'm really good with water aerobics, also aquatic meditation. I also have an herbal business inspired from my daughter. Um, we create everything teas, herbal tea baths for your bath water. We have smokables um, that is completely drug free. We also have some soaps, some face sprays, as well as some hair oils. So we like to take care of people. We enjoy saving lives, and we love to help people. We love people. So that's what we do. Destined to swim. That is the swimming business. I have been doing that for over 10 years now. I started the business officially in 2020 during the pandemic, and I have been going ever since. And yeah, that's what that's the business that I started first, was Destined to Swim. Oh my God, I love the water. I am a mermaid, okay? I have been swimming since I was 2 years old. I got swimming lessons when I was 5 from my PE teacher, Miss Kellen, and from there I took off. My mom enrolled me in the swim school in Shreveport, Louisiana. I started going there when I was about 7 years old. They immediately labeled me as an advanced swimmer. They taught me all 4 strokes. They taught me how to do it correctly. And from there, I took off. Butterfly stroke was one of my strongest strokes. And I love swimming so much. I used to compete until I was about 14. And then I joined another high school. I had to wait a year before I became on the team. I had some things going on in the background, like a lot of depression, a lot of trauma. Like I was trying to manage through that. I was always the only black. At that time, I wasn't really using that as a good thing. I wasn't really looking at it as a good thing at the time. I was actually upset about it, and I used to hate how they used to like kind of treat me and handle me. So I ended up kind of giving up on my dreams a little bit. So I ended up dismissing competitions, and I became a lifeguard when I turned 16 because I kind of had a wake up within that 14th to 16th year of life, and I'm like, man, I still want to do this, and I became a lifeguard. My very first day of work, I had a manager come in and ask me to stay to teach swimming lessons because the swim instructor did not show up. And I told them originally, no, I'm not doing that. Like, bro, you're not paying me. And they told me that they would. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll do it, you know? And it was 6 to 8 year olds. I had 6 of them. Every last one of them learned within 5 days. I didn't have a choice at that time because the people that I was working for were giving free lessons. So the free lessons, they gave out like 100 free lessons amongst the community. So they only had 5 days, and if whatever they learned within that 5 days is what they knew, and if they wanted to continue, they had to pay for it. So with that being said, I had to teach my children, me personally, as my own goal. I had to teach my children within 5 days, and all of them knew how to swim. I ended up getting a little gift from them that I still have, a lifeguard piggy bank. It's from 2013, the year of 2013, and my children still play with it. They have it, you know. But yeah, like swimming has been my life, basically, in a nutshell. Honestly, my children deserve better, and I knew that the place we were living in was not good for them, nor was it good for me. I understood that um, I needed to protect them, and it may look funny to other people on what that looks like as far as me protecting them. But I wanted to bring them to a better surrounding, a better environment, and I wanted to make sure that we were stable before I brought them here, so they're in a stable place for right now. So with that being said, I also have a rape case open that I opened while I was in the sheriff's department, and while I was working at the sheriff's department, and the case happened when I was 15, and I was diagnosed with herpes, which is what actually influenced me to start my herbal business. That is how, that is why I moved to Austin. And ever since I've been here, it's been blessings after blessings after blessings. Being obedient to God is very important. And hearing the sound of God, like hearing the voice of God, is what moved me. Like, I had the vision of Austin since I was a little girl, never even being here before, never even knowing what was here. I came here when I got approved for my apartment. I applied for an apartment. I was expecting to start a job with the juvenile probation department here in Austin, and um, I did everything I was supposed to do, all my paperwork, all my drug tests, everything. And I had a job offer letter, which God used that to get me my home, and that was it. Like, that was the only mission, was for me to get here. Because from there, God forced me to stand on my own 2 feet. I have been doing full entrepreneurship since I've been here in Austin. I worked one job, and it was for 2 weeks, and it was at the airport when I first got here, and they were paying me $18 an hour. Leaving Shreveport, I was making $30 an hour. I had 3 jobs. I was really, like, I was making some money. So coming here to make $18 an hour and to get treated like nothing is not gonna work. So um, I've been led to Austin. It's been blessing after blessings. God's been showing me who He is, and how important it is to listen to Him. And sometimes you have to sacrifice even things that you don't want to sacrifice, even if there's time with your children, or even if there's waking up to your kids every day. Sometimes you got to sacrifice the time for right now to make sure that happens in the future. And that's where I am right now. So that's what I'm here for, is to create a better life for me and my kids. Actually, that's funny. My mom, I'm adopted as well, by the way. So my adopted mom used to put me in all kind of things. Like, she was very supportive, honestly, when it came down to keeping me involved, keeping me busy. So I'm very multi-talented, very active as well. But I said all that to say, she put me in this camp in the 8th grade, when I was in the 8th grade. And at the time, I was so silly, y'all. I was so funny. And I was rebellious at the time. Like, man, I don't want to go there, because I've been going to another camp all this time before. So I was like, I don't want to go there. I was rebelling against it. And I still, like, retained information, even though I wasn't trying to at the time. I still did. And and honestly, I just feel like God be showing you stuff. God showed me my whole life as a kid. Everything that I've dreamed about, everything that I envisioned is what I'm currently living, honestly. And I'm grateful to say that. So, um, yes and no would be my answer. Yes, I expected to be an entrepreneur at some point. Honestly, that was a part of my plan, but a part of my plan of the entrepreneurship, original plan as a kid, was I'm gonna start my business when I'm in my 30s. I'm gonna make sure I work a job, and I'm gonna get this money, and I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna do whatever. And then it's like, nah, God was like, no, you're gonna have 2 kids, and you're not gonna do that. You're gonna have two kids. You're gonna go to school. You're gonna get multiple degrees, and within that time frame, you're gonna also um, form your business, because I'm gonna force you to. Because you're not gonna wait until you're 30. You're gonna start now. So when you're 30, you can sit there and you can sit on your money. So that's what it is. Like, I thought that I was gonna be an entrepreneurship later on in my life, not early on in my life. So yeah, that's the answer. Yes and no. Honestly, my children will be here. They will be loving school. They will be making friends and long-term buddies, long-term friendships, sisterhoods, and brotherhoods as well. I expect to expand more businesses. I expect to like have them have their own businesses as well. And of course, I just be the mastermind behind it, because I have to be. But allow them to do their thing. So I plan on having at least about 4 or 5 businesses in 5 years, and I plan on all of them being successful. I am working very hard to be like the lady in the Bible, the one that has 7 forms of income. That is going to be me. So yes, I claim it. That woman really saved lives. She saved lives. She touched lives. She healed people. Like, I'm a healer, and I just want to be a light in the world. That's it. I want God. I want people to be able to see God in me every time they see me. Like, that's it. That's what I want my legacy to be, and that my children have generational wealth. That's it. And that they satisfy and they whole and fulfill. That's what matters to me.